sorry about this, Mick. I tried to get hold of you all day yesterday.
Well, couldn't you have waited?
I didn't want to get any worse. All our drains are totally blocked up.
Well, how come you're digging up my garden?
Because it seems to be coming from the common drain. I've got to dig all the way down.
Why don't you dig up your own?
Because, like I say, it's not coming from over there. I've already rodded from the side of ours. Then I rodded from the manhole cover. And both times it's got stuck here.
Right, that's all I need.
Well, I'm not so happy about it myself, but it's got to be done. You're lucky you've got me as a neighbour. I'm saving you a few quid here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to have a go.
Hey, your toilet was all blocked up this morning as well. The water was coming right to the top.
Oh, great. Is every house on the close the same?
Well, like I say, it's coming from the common drain, so it's only us affected.
Is it a big job?
It's hard to say. Depends what's down there. I could do with a hand, though.
Oh, these two big lads are volunteer.
I can't. I've got to go and pick something up from me mates.
Yeah, then I've got to go with him.
No, you haven't. There's a spade in the back garden.
Later.
Who are you on the phone to?
The airport. There's a flight back to Dublin in 2 hours. I booked myself on it.
I thought we were getting the ferry tonight.
Do you really think I'm going to hang around here after yesterday's revelations? I've left some money by the phone for the coal.
Come on, Don. There's no need to be like this.
Joey's right. Things are bad enough without all of us falling out.
Well, forgive me for being so upset. I've only found out that my wife aborted my child behind me back, and after 26 years of marriage, never even had the decency to tell me.
And do you think it was easy for me?
That's enough. Luke doesn't need to hear all this.
Yes, he does. Luke wants to hear the full story. So what really was the bottom line?
What?
All this crap about being too young to cope with a baby, not being married.
It wasn't crap.
Admit it. It was all about you easing your own guilt. And what was I? A consolation prize? Here you go, Rose. You lost your own baby because of me, so have this one instead.
It wasn't like that. Do you really think I'd have taken you under those circumstances? Yes, I was desperate for a baby, but your mum and dad were in a terrible situation. It seemed like the perfect solution to all our problems.
And didn't any of you ever stop to think about what effect this would have on me when I grew up?
Of course we did. But we didn't know then what we know now, that your father had ulterior motives.
Why is everyone always so eager to pin the blame on me? If I'm not mistaken, we all had our part to play in this.
Yeah. That was before we knew you were racked with guilt. Wanted to make amends to Rose.
Will you please give me some credit for having a mind of my own? It was my decision to go ahead with the abortion. All Joey did was support me.
Well, it would have been nice if you'd given me a chance to support you. I am supposed to be your husband, for God's sake.
Yes, but you weren't at the time. You were only 16. We'd only just met.
I'm going to pack.
I'm only going to clean a two-bedroom flat. It'll only take me an hour or so.
Look, I tell you what. Why don't you stay here and look after the shop, and I'll go and do the job. You know I don't mind mucking in when I have to.
Ron, what did we agree the other day?
I'm sorry, love.
You promised you'd stop treating me like some invalid, that you wouldn't say another word till the appointments.
Yes, I know I did, but I just can't help worrying.
Ron, you're doing it again.
All right, I'm sorry. My lips are sealed.
I'm glad to hear it. See you later.
There's just one more thing. Just the one. And I promise you I won't mention it ever again.
What?
You know when you go for this appointment, can I come with you?
Yeah, of course you can.
Good. Because you know I want to be there for you. I thought you might have asked Megan.
No way. She's the last person I want knowing about this.
You mean you haven't even told her yet?
Ron, the poor girl lost her father when she was 13.
The man she thought was her father.
You know what I mean. The man who brought her up, the man she called Dad. She was heartbroken when he died. It took her years to get over it. I don't want her thinking she's going to lose me as well.
And why would she think that? You said yourself it was probably nothing.
I just don't want her worrying for no reason. I've only got to look at the way you've reacted.
But don't you think she'd want to know, Anne? I mean, she wouldn't want her mother going through something like this on her own.
I will tell her, but not right now. I've got enough on my plate at the moment. Anyway, I'm not on my own. I've got you. I won't be long.
I can't apologise enough for everything that's happened. Like you haven't had enough to contend with.
I just hope you see sense. You've got to do the right thing.
If I could be sure of a fair trial, then I'd be on that phone like a shot.
But you will get a fair trial. They can only go with the evidence that they've got.
And how many innocent people have been locked up in British prisons over the years? You can talk about lack of evidence all you want, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make any difference. All they want is a conviction. They'll only have to hear me speak to be convinced I'm guilty.
Don't try to dress yourself up as some kind of political prisoner. You're charged with rape, for God's sake. Even the terrorists have punishment squads for what you're accused of.
I'm not trying to compare myself to anyone. I'm just stating facts.
This has got nothing to do with being Irish, African, Indian, Chinese or anything else. You're accused of something you didn't do. And if you don't face up to those charges, you're as good as admitting you're guilty. You don't know how lucky you are. We might be leaving here today with all of us at odds with one another. But if there's one thing we're all agreed on, it's the fact that you're innocent. We all know you'd never be capable of doing what they're accusing you of. And that's why you have to give yourself up. So you can tell your side of the story and convince that courtroom of the same. If you won't do it for yourself, do it for us. Your family. Because you know we'll be supporting you every step of the way. You take care now. And you.
I'm sorry for everything.
Yeah, me too.
I love you, son. Think about what I said.
Hiya, love.
Hiya.
I made up to see you. What would you like to drink?
Just a Diet Coke, please. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just want to chat with you. It's about your mum.
What about her? Hiya. How are you? Fine, thanks.
Hey, I like your top. That's lovely, that.
Oh, ta.
So, what are you two doing all together?
Don't really know. Your dad just phoned me up before.
I'm your dad and all, remember?
Yeah, whatever.
I just thought we ought to be spending a bit more time together.
Oh, I bet you're made up. Anyway, I better go. I was supposed to be meeting some of the club 5 minutes ago, but if you're still here when I get back, we'll have a drink, yeah?
Yeah, fine.
All right, see you later.
Ta-ra, love.
What's going on?
I'm just worried sick about your mother, and I don't know what to do for the best. I'm sure that she wants to tell you herself, but I just don't think that she knows how to go about it.
Why? What's going on?
Then we better have a seat.
I'm fine here.
There's no easy way to tell you this, so I may as well just come straight out with it. You see, your mother had to go for the checkup a couple of weeks ago with this well woman's thingy, and... well, the thing is, they think she might have cancer.
It'll be going dark soon. I should get me stuff together.
So is that it, then? You're just going to disappear into the night, not tell any of us where you're going?
I don't have any other choice.
I know it must seem like there's no end in sight at the moment. But Rose is right. If you do the right thing now, it won't be half as bad as you think.
Why should I listen to you? All you've ever done is think about yourself.
That's not true.
I can't tell you how low I've felt over the past few months. Lower than I've ever felt in my whole life. And that's saying something. Sat in that cell. Labelled a rapist. There was times when things got so bad, I really did think there was only one way out.
What do you mean?
Oh, what do you think?
Suicide?
The only thing that kept me going, stopped me from going ahead with it, was the thought of everyone else. What it would do to you two. To Rose and Don, to Ryan, Matt, Kelly. Me granddad. Now I'm starting to think I would have been doing you all a massive favour.
I can't believe you'd even think that.
Maybe you should have just done what Rose did when she got pregnant and got rid of me. Would have saved yourselves a whole load of hassle.
Please don't talk like that, Luke. What Rose said before was absolutely right. Whatever our differences, none of us could love you anymore.
And what about him? He couldn't wait to get rid of me.
You don't really believe that. And what about you? Is that what you think?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
So you both believe I'd give away my firstborn son just to ease my conscience. Well, that's great, isn't it? You both think I'm the root cause of all this, that once again, it all boils down to me. What about you? You're acting like you had absolutely nothing to do with it.
From what I can remember, Joey, I never did. All the decisions were made for me by the men. I was the last person everyone considered.
After me, that is.
Look, I know how it must look, but you've both got to believe me. Okay, I'll admit there must have been a part of me that knew Rose was never going to have kids of her own, that there was nothing she'd like better than to bring you up as hers.
And is it any wonder you felt guilty? You were the one who persuaded her to have an abortion in the first place.
Because I stupidly thought that was the right thing to do. I made a mistake. Believe me, I've paid for it. Why is everyone always so willing to assume the worst about me?
So can you honestly put your hand on your heart and say that what Rose went through played absolutely no part in it?
Of course I can. You know yourself it wasn't that simple. Giving you up was the hardest thing I ever had to do.
Didn't stop you though, did it?
Come on, son, put some effort in.
How's it going?
Oh, still none the wiser.
Making a lot of mess, innit?
It's got to be done, I'm afraid.
Hey, Leo, did Gemma say anything to you about going to see another mates after the library?
No.
Oh, I should have known by now.
Yes.
Where's that come from?
It's my mates. He's gone an Aldi to Tenerife for a week and he said I could mind it for him.
And are you insured and everything?
Yeah, he sorted it all out for me.
Very generous of him.
But you see, he's thinking of selling it. And I said if he lets me have it for the week, then I might buy it off him.
And where are you going to get the money to buy a car?
Where there's a will, there's a way. That's what my dad used to say anyway. Look, it's even got one of those pull-out stereos and everything.
I'm sorry for landing all this on you. I know it must come as a bit of a shock.
A bit?
And like she says, it might all come to nothing, but I think that she should be taking things easy. But of course, she won't listen to me, will she? So I was hoping you could talk a bit of sense into her.
Why hasn't she told me herself?
Well, I'm sure she wants to, love, but she doesn't know how.
Well, I'm glad you've told me.
And I'm sure your mum will be too. Suppose you could say I've saved her the job, eh?
Here she is now. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to get off. I'll see you later. Is she okay? Hello. Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
I've just been with Ron. He told me all about you having to go to the hospital.
He had no right.
And what about me? Don't you think I had the right to know?
I didn't tell you because I didn't want you worrying for nothing.
Nothing. Ron said you might have cancer.
He said what?
Is it true?
No, it isn't true. He's completely overreacting.
Well, what's he going on about then?
Well, I just went for a routine checkup and they found some precancerous cells. I know it sounds scary, but it's really common. Remember our Brenda had the same thing a few years ago, and your Auntie Aggie. The good news is they've caught it in time.
Are you sure that's all it is?
Absolutely positive. There's nothing to worry about. Ron is totally out of order scaring you like this.
He's just worried about you.
Well, he shouldn't be. I've tried to explain the whole thing to him, but there's just no getting through that thick skull of his sometimes.
Just heard the way he told me. Just come straight out with it. No, give me a phrase.
Well, don't you take any notice of him. I'm gonna be all right. Which is more than I can say for him. Come on, I'll give you a lift home.
We did everything we can.
I really thought Rose was starting to get through to him before.
So did I, but he seems to have made up his mind.
Yeah, well, let's face it. If he won't listen to her, he won't listen to anybody.
There's no need to be like that.
I know we've been through this 1,000 times before, Joey. But when I see her talking to him like that, as his mother, saying the things I should be saying, it just brings it all back. I feel so guilty.
I know.
I've got to ask you this, Joey, while it's just you and me. Is that really why you were so determined to give him away? Because you knew what Rose had been through, knew she could never have children of her own.
If only it had been that simple.
Do you remember what a mess we were in? All I was doing was trying to get us out of an impossible situation.
Yeah, and how convenient Rose was waiting in the wings. Your sister. The one you just forced to have an abortion.
All I wanted to do was help and support her. Promise not to tell anyone. I never wanted to be in that situation. She was the one who confided in me. What else could I do? Anyone would have done the same.
But we gave him away. Our own son. How can he ever forgive us?
Because he knows what it's been like for us. All those letters he found. The ones we wrote to Rose when he was growing up. He knows that not a day went by when we didn't think about him and wish we were with him.
Yeah, but I wasn't with him, was I? It's so unfair. He doesn't deserve this. He's been through so much already.
No. How do you think it makes me feel?
Huh? All these accusations. Like I'd planned it all. Couldn't wait to give him away.
Wasn't like that, Neve. You know it wasn't.
I mean, we were young. We didn't know what to do with the rest.
I mean, when Rose offered to take him, it just seemed like the perfect solution. Do you think I would have agreed to have gone ahead with it if I'd known then how much pain it would have caused us?
I'll never be able to forgive myself for what I've done to that boy. I love him more than anything in the world. He's my firstborn son. If I could go back in time and change things, then I would. I'd make sure he didn't want for anything.
I've decided. You're right. I know you only want what's best for me. I'm gonna give myself up.
Hello? Oh, what up, mate? Yep, I got it. Yeah. Hey, Leo, you're supposed to be up in Greg, not messing about in that thing.
It's all right, I'm there now.
How's it going, mate?
A mess. The whole drain's clogged up with cement. It's all dried up round these tree roots.
What else cement got in there?
God knows. Hey, Leo, you know when I asked you to get rid of that cement the other day? Yeah. What did you do with it?
I poured it down the drain.
Oh, you what?
I'm sorry, well, I didn't know.
Are you completely stupid?
Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
All the mess that's been caused because of you.
I've said I'm sorry.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
I'll have to chop the drain out and take it from there.
Do you want me to give you the hand?
No, you're all right. I think you've caused enough damage already.
What's going on?
Right, never mind all that. How come you're so late? I'm starting to get worried.
Oh, Drain wants to be strap parcel off for him on the way home.
What kind of parcel?
I don't know, he didn't say.
Who was that?
Jimmy Dempsey. Listen, I'm going to go round, show the car you coming.
Yes, so?
He wants us to pick him some coke up on the way, though. He's running.
Just going on a message, won't be long.
To good health.
Aye, I'll drink to that.
Jack, I know it's none of my business,
What isn't?
but do you go for regular smear tests?
Dad, what are you asking me that for?
Well, it's important, isn't it?
What's got into you lately? It was only a few weeks ago you thought the Well Women's Clinic was a key fit class.
I want a word with you, in private.
What's up?
Don't be acting all innocent.
Anthea, Anthea, what's the matter, love?
What are you playing at, frightening the life out of Megan like that?
I didn't mean to. Where is she?
She's gone home. I don't think she appreciated being dragged all the way over here just to have the fear of God put into her.
But...
How insensitive can you be? Telling me daughter I might have cancer.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I just needed someone to talk to. I was scared you might be overdoing things. I thought you might at least listen to her.
Listen to what? I am not dying, Ron, and I don't need you scaremongering.
I wasn't scaremongering.
Yeah, well, that's what it sounded like to Megan. Luckily, she's not as dramatic as you. Once I explained, she realised how out of order you'd been.
I was just trying to help.
Yeah, well, if you want to do that, stop treating me like I'm on my last legs.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, actions speak louder than words. My appointment's not for another week or so. In the meantime, I don't want to hear another word on the subject. And I mean it this time, Ron. Have I made myself clear?
Hey, you can pack that in and all. What? Driving onto the close with that thing blasting. Anyhow, how come you back so soon?
You only went to show me make the car.
Oh, I don't believe this.
What's up?
It's gone from bad to worse. Looks like that old sea route's been causing the backup well before the cement was poured down there. There's all sorts trapped in there.
How do you mean?
Just have a look. It's the kind of job I can do without.
Okay. No, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Thank you.
What did they say?
I'm sending a car over right away.
You won't regret this, boy. There's nothing to be scared of. Just get through that trial. Be a free man again.
I really hope you're right.
There's all these Johnnies down there and everything.
All right, Joe, I've got eyes, you know. We don't need the graphic description.
Well, if they've only come from here next door, then somebody's being busy.
Yeah, good looking at me.
No, me.
It must be Simbats.
Hey, that's enough.
This is all your fault. You're going to have to get down there and pick every one of them out.
Oh, aye, yeah, as if.
The only people who are touching these are the police.
You what?
Well, think about it. They could have been down there for months. If that's the case, the one that scumbag Musgrove used could be there.
Sure, the police aren't going to get down there and shift through all that lot.
Well, there's only one way of finding out. I know it might sound mad, but this could be the vital piece of evidence they've been looking for to prove Musgrove was the rapist.
Come here, love. Give me a big hug before they get here.
What about me? Do I not get one too? You got me okay, boy? I promise you that.
I've written some letters for the others. Tell them I'm sorry I never got to see them. Just explain how it was.
Yeah, don't worry. Well,
Give them a big hug from me.
promise me, Luke. No more stupid thoughts, okay? However low you get, we're always here for you.
Mum, Dad, I'm really scared.
With a swift change of gear, we're revving up for a whole evening of comedy here on 4. Coming up next, Chandler sees his future flash before him in Friends. It's not a pretty sight.
You haven't got a drain key, have you?
What for?
There's a manhole cover past the post box. We need to lift it, check for blockages.
Doubt if you'll find any stuff from the Johnsons over there. I'm sure it's just services around as far as Susanna's place.
We just want to be thorough, Mr. Shadwick.
Right, I'll get the key.
I'm working from home most of today, so if you need anything.
Great, thanks. I know it must be difficult for you all, having it all dragged up again like this.
Well, at least we can all sleep easy in our beds knowing that Musgrove's back behind bars.
Yeah, let's hope you make a better job of keeping him there this time.
We will, I'm sure.
He was hiding next door but one to our Nicky. How do you think that makes us feel?
Yeah, I thought you said you searched the house.
We had.
You should have let me loose in there. I'd have found him.
All right, Craig.
Best get on.
Yeah, you best, Dad. You should have checked that drain 5 months ago. You might have had a decent chance of finding something then.
We are finding certain items that may provide us with forensic evidence. We're hoping the lab will be able to profile traces of DNA.
Even after all this time?
Oh, we can't guarantee anything. Condoms normally break down fairly quickly. But with a bit of luck, we should find something. And you know what they call DNA these days? The genetic fingerprint.
Let's hope the police turn up some good news for Luke.
Can't believe I missed him.
Anything that'll prove him innocent to do.
All I was doing was sitting hands in Bosco's.
I can't wait to see their faces when they've no choice but to set him free.
I could have been here with him all the time. How come he didn't phone?
So how were we to know the phones weren't tapped? At least he sent you the letter.
Suppose so. Was he all right?
Okay, feeling the pressure a bit, you know.
Well, I'll write him a letter back. Might cheer him up, eh?
Good man. He'll appreciate it.
I don't suppose Ryan's been in touch, has he?
Not a word.
I didn't think he knew anyone in Carlisle.
It'll be someone he met travelling.
What time are you doing work?
No, it's Jackie's last shift before she goes on holidays. How's the headache?
Stop pinding. I feel exhausted.
I'm not surprised. It's been a bit of a rough emotional ride these last few days.
It was hard enough with Luke being home without being hit by the Musgrove Book of Revelations. How's Matt?
I just read Luke's letter. Still trying to make sense of it all.
Yeah, he's not the only one. I know, Joey. I'm really glad Luke gave himself up. You know, given how clever scientists are nowadays, if they can't find the forensic evidence to link him to the rape, he'll stand a much better chance of being found innocent, won't he?
Let's hope so.
Poor Luke. His head must be all over the place with the stuff he found out this weekend. I know mine is. Even now.
I didn't think any of that would come out the way it did. I always thought I'd be taking those kind of secrets to the grave with me.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'd all be better off if you had. It doesn't seem right, does it? We thought we knew each other after 20-odd years together, and then we learned more than we've ever known in 2 days. Took a lot out of you, didn't it? Raking through it all.
Oh, made me realize how I've buried most of those feelings in booze. Not anymore, huh? If all that guilt was pushing me to drink. It's out now, isn't it? I don't have to drown the memories anymore.
No, Joey. You just have to live with them.
I've done with my past now. I want to look forward. With you. If you can still find it in your heart to stand by me.
We've always stood by each other before, haven't we?
You did believe what I said. I could never have given Luke away. Just to ease my conscience about Rose and the abortion.
Look, Joey, can we not go over this now, okay? I'm not really up to it at the minute.
Right. Better get into work. Jackie'll be waiting.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I'll let you know if you hear from the police. Or from Ryan.
Don't worry about Ryan. This has always been his style. Here 1 minute, often he's on the next.
Yeah, I know, Joey. But why now?
You've kept this place a secret? Yeah, well, it wasn't open when I first did my exile out here. Although the wildlife has its attractions.
Perhaps we should try and find a flat to begin our imminent rental exile.
Yeah, what is it with us and landlords? We always pay the rent on time.
I think abseiling off the roof might have something to do with it.
Falling with style, as an animated character once said.
In your boxers, you stepped out of line, Nathan, and we promised him.
I know, we'd given him an irrevocable guarantee that we'd be perfect tenants.
Irrevocable. I'm a doctor. The only thing irrevocable that I deal with is death.
Well, perhaps the trusted table over here.
Maybe over there, I don't know. And what's it for again? Well, it's a pool party. Oh, well, yeah, nothing to why not, as long as they're willing to pay.
Oh, that's brilliant. Are you okay?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm fine. Well, I promised to go see my dad. Him and Andrew having a few problems. Excuse me.
Annie?
Oh, sorry about that.
The water is supposed to stay in the pool.
So you're getting us into trouble, is he? Nothing that lunch wouldn't get us out of. You haven't met Jackie, have you?
No, but I've heard a huge amount about you. Hi, I'm Darren. Nathan's minder.
Hi, this is Susanna.
And I'm Jackie's minder.
So, you've both taken out membership, have you?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
And we can definitely recommend the pool.
Why don't you come in and join us?
Somebody has to run this place.
We all have to eat, though. How about lunch, then?
Oh, I'm busy, I'm afraid.
Well, maybe. You know, if I can work my schedule around it.
Oh, I can book a table, fix up from the cover.
Lunch, then?
Yeah, go on, then.
Do I get to eat as well, or is this a private lunch?
I'll book a table for 3, OK?
Yeah, great. Lisa pays.
I noticed the police at the close.
Yeah. Luke turned himself in.
What made him come to his senses?
I knew it was wrong to go on the run like that. Can you imagine what he must feel, though? Locked up for so long when he's innocent.
Must be terrible for him.
Nearly done. I suppose you can't wait to get home and start packing.
Start? I packed a fortnight ago.
Hi, Jack. All right. Everything okay?
Yeah, it is now. Everything's sorted.
I'll bet.
He's only young. I didn't realise how bad it would make things look for him. At least it's over now.
So you looking forward to the holiday of a lifetime?
I can't wait. I can hardly believe it. You know, this time tomorrow, I'll be just like Judith Chalmers, flying off to the blue skies and the sandy beaches. I won't know myself.
Doesn't she deserve it, though?
Hey, if anyone does, Jackie does. Have you got your passport sorted?
No thanks to Jimmy, but yeah.
What about your traveller's checks, your potatoes?
Potatoes?
I said potatoes. You're going to Spain, aren't you?
Yes, and the sooner the better. Do you know anything to get away from that close? It stinks now with them drains dug up.
I'll be on the till, OK?
Yes, love, won't be a minute.
Hey, did you see them holiday from hell programmes on the box? People turning up for the hotel, they're not even built, and they're having to sleep in the cement mixes. I tell you what, you've got the food poisoning to look forward to, then the first-degree burns. I tell you what, mate, I reckon I'm better off staying around here.
Oh, well, that's lucky then, 'cause you are.
No, thanks very much. And hey, don't forget to pack your swimming cosy.
Yeah, I forgot. It was the first thing I put in the case. I think it was. Oh, wait, you've got me worried now.
I started writing out instructions, you know, how to read the signs of the stones.
Nice one. Hey, we could use the school computers, get them printed out in a fancy Druid-style font.
Yeah, we need some happier signs, though. It's always doom and gloom every time I roll.
Yeah, I'll have to get some good luck stuff in there. Not like how to win the lottery. Don't want anyone slitting their wrists on us.
What are you doing? These are my ma's best sheets. Us Druids need robes, you know.
Druids wouldn't wear pink. Never mind flannelette.
What are you doing in there?
What do you think?
You've searched his room.
Yeah, and why shouldn't I? It's my house. Because if he's stashing drugs in there...
Yeah, have you found anything?
No, but it doesn't mean he hasn't got a secret hideaway. I know he's up to something.
No, you think he is. You've got no proof against Leo or Jerome. It's your imagination.
Hey, I heard them going on about getting hold of some coke. That was my imagination. I heard them going on about gear. And they've had our Gemma delivering packages for them. And if they're using her as some kind of drug mule...
Mick, why don't you just ask them instead of sneaking around behind their backs like this?
Behave, son. You really think they'd own up to it? All right, son.
All right, Lee.
All right. What are you doing up here?
Well, we just opened some windows, let a bit of air in, you know.
What have you got in there, son?
New CD. Not your cup of tea, Dad.
You see?
See what?
Where's carrying on these days? New CDs, new clothes, mobile phone. I tell you, the pair of them are getting the money from somewhere. And the way they're behaving, like this car they're on about buying, it's drugs. It's got to be. Leo's dealing. I'm sure of it.
It's not enough just having the Shad product lines. We need a name to say who we are. You know, like an official sect.
Shadites. Or we could call ourselves after me. The Boscovites.
Nah, it's got to have the name Shad in defo. If we're selling the stones of Shad, then we should be the something of Shad. Like the followers.
That'd make us sound like some sad stalkers. Shadites isn't bad. Or the believers of Shad.
What about the disciples?
Brother Matt. That's the one.
Brother Bosco, we are the disciples of Shad.
Knew it was there.
around. Oh! So, have your lads found anything?
Oh, we're getting there.
So, this DNA, if you do find any from Luke Musgrove, he's as good as hung, is he?
It won't prove that he raped Nicky. It's just another piece of the puzzle. And if we can't find Luke's DNA, we'll have to test for a range of other samples to cross-reference what we do find.
All right, like who?
All the males who were at the party, for a start, and any sexually active male on the close.
Even Greg?
That's right.
Leo! Listen, he's playing that loud on purpose.
Mick, you're gonna do no good confronting the lad.
You told me to ask him about it, and that's all I'm gonna do.
I said ask, not accuse.
I'm sorry, Sin. I've got to have it out with him.
What's up?
I want to know what's going on with you and Jerome. And I'd rather I find out before the police do.
What are you going on about?
Been hanging around with mates that deal drugs, have you?
You what? Go easy, Mick.
Hey, never mind go easy, Mick. That's my problem, isn't it? I've always been too easy on you. Trying to make up for the fact that your mum walked out on us. Well, no more. I heard you and Jerome last week, okay?
Heard us what?
Talking about picking up coke. Your client ran out, did he?
You're off your head.
Hey, look, when Jerome turned up in that car last week, you were going on about some drug deal.
We never said anything about drugs.
Look, I know you're getting into dealing, Leo, and I know you've had our Gemma delivering stuff for you.
What?
Don't play me for a fool.
Get off me, will you?
Look, I'm telling you, you either stop it now or you're out of this house for good. Understood?
Leave me alone. What's he like, hey? He was talking about coke, you know, the fizzy brown stuff that we drink when we're thirsty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and as for our Gemma, she was dropping off DJ tapes, not smack.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Because I am. Isn't that good enough for you? And anyway, you can believe what you like. I don't care. I'm out of here.
Leo!
Size 12's riding it again, eh?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, I need to talk to you.
We're in the house, you mean?
I've told Margie your toilet's backing up because of this lot.
Well, what do you need to see me about?
I think we're about to be found out.
We can't just sell things direct. We need to be on the internet.
We can do it through school. They're always going on about enterprise projects. If we can get to the school's computers, we'll be away.
Nice one. So on our website we can sell stones of shad, then t-shirts, stones of shad earrings, belly button rings with stones attached, and ankle bracelets. Hippie chicks love them.
Stones attached?
Of course, yeah. Druid bell branches, spell staffs, hoods, and Druid's outfit things.
Yeah, the robes of shad. We still haven't got them sorted, have we?
It'll come. Keep the faith. Let's see what the stones have to say. Behold, the stones have spoken.
It's in the shape of a cross. That's spooky.
Do you think it's a sign?
I think it's a handful of builder's gravel. It's not a sign.
Look, it's a cross again. That's what we need on our robes. Something with a cross on it.
Do you reckon?
Defo.
They won't find anything to prove we've been together.
Margie's on the pill. How do I explain them finding my DNA?
They won't.
They're opening up every drain on the close. They even came and asked me for the drain key.
There's no point panicking.
You see these things on telly all the time. Forensic people solving crimes years afterwards. It's mad, isn't it? Here's me and you, nothing going on, and we end up getting caught out.
Greg, you're getting yourself into a real state just on the off chance that they might find something, which they won't. Even if they do, probably won't mention it.
Do you reckon?
I can understand why you think there might be a problem, but why worry now? Well, let's just wait and see.
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad I came over now. I feel better now you talk some sense into me. I've not missed you, you know.
I've missed you too.
Really?
More than I thought. Oh, come here. Give me a hug. You've got yourself all wound up and tense.
So, no further word from Vic?
No. Situation's just the same as it was, as it has been on the last three...
Four.
4 occasions.
bad.
Hiya. Listen, I'm really sorry that I'm late.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, I've just had to calm my dad down a little bit. His fiance's not very well, and he's convinced that she's going to die of cancer tomorrow.
Oh, well, maybe Darren could have a word with him.
Well, it's not exactly legal advice he's in need of.
No, Darren's a doctor, but he's off duty.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. I just assumed you were a solicitor. You know, you're being friends.
Me? Solicit? No, thank you. I have a real job. So, what is the matter with him, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, they found precancerous cells in his cervix. My dad heard the word cancer and he went ape.
Precancerous?
Definitely precancerous. Has she got a hospital appointment?
Yep, on Friday.
I'll probably do a colposcopy and decide on treatment then, if she needs any. She'll be fine. She's caught it early.
Well, that's what I've been trying to get my dad to understand. So, do you work in a hospital?
No, do you know Dr. Cowan's practice, Manor Park?
Oh, yeah, Dr. Cowan. He's been my doctor since we moved here.
Oh, excellent. Do you know he's just retired?
No, and why excellent?
Well, if you're one of his patients, then, I'm your new GP.
Watch him, though. He's got very cold hands.
Come on. Let's go make ourselves more comfortable.
I'm not sure now's such a good time.
No, it'll be all right. Katrina's out all day. Oh. Well, what's the matter?
I don't know whether they can, not with all that going on out there. We're going to be found out, I know we are. So we cancel the milk then?
We did, yeah. Oh, and the spare keys are there, Sin, in case we forget tomorrow.
Well, don't worry. I'll look after the place while you're off and enjoying yourself. Hey, thought you packed your suitcase a fortnight ago.
The top had come off the sun cream in my case. It was everywhere. Had to wash the lot, and it's all dry.
Just what you need, eh?
It's just been taking my mind off the flight. I just still can't work out how those big, heavy planes get off the ground.
Ah, don't worry. Once you're up there, you hardly notice a thing.
It's the coming down. I don't want to be noticing. I'm terrified.
Jimmy's all set then, is he?
Yeah, I think so. As long as he can leave his work behind him. That's all he's going on about nowadays. All these millennium projects he's doing with the kids.
Well, he'd be more fed up if he was still into all the old scams like he used to be, wouldn't you? I mean, at least he's trying to make something decent of his life.
What, like forging his teaching qualifications? I mean, the way he's throwing himself into his work, it's like he's trying to make up for the dodgy start he got for himself, you know, but been at each other about it, you know, and I really hope this holiday will bring us back together a bit.
Of course it will.
It's like a dream come true, this trip, you know. I mean, all the time our Lindsay was small, and little Jimmy, we never had the money to go on a proper holiday. And I really don't want that kind of a life for little Will. I want to see his face on the plane and on the beach, you know. I want to see his little face light up. Don't think I'm building my hopes up too much, do you, Sin?
No, of course I don't. You'll have the time of your lives.
I'm glad your son had enough sense to give himself up. He wasn't doing himself any favours going on the run like that.
No, I know, but can you imagine how hard it must be having to give yourself up when you know you're innocent? You'll find no evidence, you know. No matter how deep you dig, Luke's innocent. You've got the wrong man.
They all say.
All right, you sorted out?
Yeah, you off out?
Yeah, I'm into work. Ross phoned.
I thought you were working from home. How come he wants you in?
Well, there's a new job come up with the European Liaison Group and he wants to talk it through with me.
What's a European whatever when it's at home?
I don't know, Ross just said it's very important that we have a voice on it.
And does Ross make everyone jump like this, or just you?
Look, it's this job to make sure that we're ahead of the game. All right.
We saw you talking to Neve Musgrove. Have you told her you're halfway to finding solid proof that it was there, Luke?
I've explained what we're doing here.
Bet you that took the smug smile off her face.
And when will you know if they found Musgrove's DNA?
Within the next couple of days, hopefully. And if Mr. Musgrove's DNA isn't found, then we'll need to start eliminating people.
Oh, well, Greg will be first in the queue. Need to have his DNA tested, and our Jason will do it.
Only thing is, I'm a bit iffy with needles, you know.
Oh, we won't be using needles. Just a non-intimate swab. From inside the cheek, probably.
Well, they hardly won't even hurt. Can't see that Luke letting himself get tested then.
We'll have to. Otherwise, we'll take it by force. Sorry about this. But don't forget about the accommodation situation, yeah?
Well, I'll try not to lose any sleep over it.
And I hope things go all right with your dad's fiancée.
Oh, thanks. I'm sure they will. Oh, and thanks for lunch. Bye. Oh, he's really nice, him, isn't he?
Meaning I'm not.
No, oh, you know what I mean.
So,
Here we are then.
yeah.
So, what's the accommodation situation?
Oh, it's just with him moving to the new practice. I'm keeping an eye out for a suitable flat.
Oh, well, you seem like really good friends. How long have you known him for?
We went to university together, you know. All the usual stuff. Survived a million bar crawls, liberated a few traffic cones, shared a few grotty flats. We were part of a gang of head cases, basically, and well, me, Darren and Vic used to be the worst. Still are, I guess.
Vic?
Oh, serious head case. Anyway, that's enough about my dark and murky past. What about the future? Our future.
Why do you think we've got one?
Well, I'd like to think we could get to know each other a bit better.
Oh, so I wasn't just a one-night stand then?
I thought that was probably all you wanted out of me.
I don't make habits of one-nighters, you know.
No, neither do I. So how about tonight, then? Can you get the evening off?
You're not backwards or coming forwards, are you?
Well, life's short. What do you think?
Well, it depends what you had in mind.
Well, if I told you, I'd probably get my face slapped.
Well, let's start with eating out and we'll see how things progress, OK?
What do you think things will progress, this far?
We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
I can't wait.
And Total Brookside by Jeff Tibbles is available now in bookshops. It's priced at £9.99. Well, next on 4, Driven pits the estate car against the people carrier. So which vehicle's got the better family values?
Well, I tried saying he should stay and guard the house.
He'll love it. Oh, well. Isn't this exciting? In just a couple of more hours, we'll be on that plane flying off on our holidays.
If that plane's got strong engines, have you felt the weight of me case?
Oh, well, you'll need an holiday after carrying that.
Right, we've checked. All the windows are locked.
Yeah, all the plugs are unplugged.
Here's me keys, Sin.
Oh, yes. Hey, I'll be in for some wild parties while you lot are off sunning yourself.
You did. Right, are we ready for the off?
Yeah, all we need now is the taxi.
You did order the taxi?
Yes, I did order the taxi.
Right.
Morning. Hiya. You had an early night last night? Yeah. I stayed up talking to Rachel in the bar for ages. Oh, having a good goss, were you? Not really. I was giving her really a bashing. What about? The bane of my life, Nathan Cuddington. I don't know what you were doing having lunch with him yesterday. He's got all kinds of women on the go, you know. And you wouldn't believe the way he treats some of his clients. Oh, I don't mean the ones with money. I mean like the poor little old ladies who really need help. To look poor, he doesn't want to know them. If that must count as professional misconduct or something.
Morning. Any chance of a coffee?
Oh, hiya, up. I was just gonna kill myself now, eh? Listen, I'm sorry about that.
Well, I knew things might be a bit awkward, Katie, working for me and living with you, but I never thought she'd be so relaxed about betraying professional confidences, though.
half term. How are we going to get into school? We'll just say we've got an exam project to finish if anyone catches us, which they won't.
We hope.
Okay. All right. What's with the busies?
We found a dream blockage. Think we might find the condom the rapist used.
You're joking? After all this time?
So do they reckon. Gonna be testing for DNA and all kinds.
Oh, I bet our Luke would like to know that. I mean, he'd stand a better chance of being found innocent.
Luke's been here.
When? I mean, where is he now?
He gave himself up to the busies.
Oh, no.
No one knew how to get hold of you. Where were you?
Oh, I had some business to take care of. Is he still in the same jail?
Yeah, so my ma said.
Right. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
Oh, where do you think? Come on, let's get into school.
Is this one of those magic extensions? You just stare at it and it grows and grows until it's finished.
I'm thinking the job through.
You were up early?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I kept on thinking about all the stuff the police had been digging up.
Don't know why you're being so bashful. Me being on the pill, you won't find nothing of yours down there.
Well, I just hope they find enough evidence to help convict Musgrove.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Nicky was house early, you know? She all right?
Yeah, good. She's not happy walking past that open drain every day. She seemed keen enough to get into uni early.
I think she had a lecture.
No, they booked onto the climbing wall before it gets busy, she said.
Oh, that's good. She's got something to take her mind off things, especially the trial. And that's given her a chance, you know, to get her life back together.
Yeah, she's got the new mobile with her as well.
Glad you're paying the bills.
Right, better do a bit.
Ross has been on again. You know about that job with the European Liaison Group?
Have you found out what you'd actually be doing yet?
Well, you know what Brussels is like. We'd be making sure the voice of the trade union movement was well represented. You know, instead of everything being decided by faceless bureaucrats. It would mean, like, working away. But it's a brilliant opportunity. What do you think?
Well, you seem keen enough.
Well, I am interested. What about me working away?
It's the way of the world these days. You've got to go with the workers.
I'll find out some more then.
Oh, thanks for phoning, Nicky. I need loads of luck to get any modelling contracts. I hope the photographer isn't some old perv. I'm here! That's if I get there, the way Susanna's on me back. I'll have to go. I'll see ya.
I could really do with you for another half hour, you know.
But it's officially my morning off. I've got an appointment booked. I can't just not turn up.
Look, at least help me see to Harry before you go.
I'm dressed for my appointment here, not childcare.
Oh, right then. I'll see to both of them.
I'll phone them, tell them I've been delayed.
Right then, I'll get into work. I'm sorry about before.
Yeah, well, so you should be. There is such a thing as professional confidentiality. Look, what goes on in our office is private. What I say is private, and who I say it to is private. If you can't live up to that, well, it's job centre time, OK?
Yeah, OK. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. That was a bit harsh, wasn't it?
Well, she should just stick to doing her job, that's all. And she knows it.
Well, easier said than done as she shares the same flat with me. She had no idea you'd stayed over.
Yeah, why not? You're trying to keep me a secret.
She's only been in the room 10 seconds. What should I expect me to do? Tell her I've slept with before I've said good morning to her. Is that what you do with all these other women you've got on the go?
All these other women?
Yeah, just something I've heard.
Oh, from who, I wonder? Look, Katie takes a lot of calls in the office for me. From my friends, OK? And a lot of my friends happen to be women, either from way back at uni or professional colleagues. They call, we talk, and so Katie decides I'm some kind of serial lust merchant. Well, who are you going to believe? Little Miss Motormouth or me?
So, you're going to be stuck here while we're off sunning ourselves then, are you? No. I've got a nice little weekend planned. My Ruthie's coming to stay. Oh, what, with you, like? Well, you know, halfy-halfy with me and Rich.
Any sign of the cab yet?
Be in a minute, love. I tell you what, I'll go and give them a ring, see if they're on the way. Excuse me.
What are you so wound up about?
I just want to get this flight over and done with, love. I'll be ready for a nerve tonic by the time we get to the airport.
Here's the cab, Mum. About time and all.
We won't all fit in that.
Somebody is winding me up here.
Come on, let's just get on with it.
I said when I booked it, 3 adults, 2 nippers and a load of cases.
Will we all fit in it?
Well, that bear is going to be sitting on the roof for a kick-off.
Yeah, try. That was Ross. We both decided I should go for that job.
Well, Nicky's going to be made up with you. Just when she needs a mum round, you're swanning off to Brussels.
I haven't even applied for it yet, never mind got it. And the way things work in Brussels, it'll be this time next year before it gets off the ground.
If this job's so good, how come Ross hasn't applied for it?
No, it's a team they want from our region, which means 3 or 4 of us will be involved, including Ross.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Oh, Greg, you could be pleased for me. This is a brilliant opportunity.
I am pleased.
Well, why do you have to sound so negative and Neanderthal about it?
I'm not. I just want to know a bit more about it, that's all.
What do you mean? You haven't managed to get us a
Oh,
decent
stop
car yet?
going on about it, will you?
I should think so.
Shane, give us an hand, will you, mate? Hey, I hope this plane of yours has got a sunroof, otherwise you won't get it all in.
Hey, don't forget Big Bessin.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Cheers.
He's going to need a seat on his own, this one.
Jimmy, I forgot to switch the water off.
Oh, don't worry about all that. I'll sort all that out. Don't forget. Holiday of a lifetime, remember. Well, enjoy your flight.
Yeah, I'll be all right once I get a bit of the old Dutch courage inside me.
Take care. Ta-ra.
Finish him. Take care.
We got a postcard. Ta-ra.
Hiya, I'm surprised to see you in here. I just thought it was about time I started getting fit, especially as it was one of my New Year's resolutions. Hey, that's nearly 6 months ago. I know, but I'm only just getting round to it. So, how are you? Not fit enough, I'm exhausted. Listen, I heard what my dad did, telling you that your mum was at death's door. They bang out of order sometimes, you know. It's okay. Kicked off at my mum for keeping it a secret, though. I think she gave your dad down the banks. She did, and good luck to her. So how is she? All right, I think. She keeps such a lot to herself, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I can imagine her doing that. You know, not wanting everyone to worry about it. I know, and that doesn't help me not having anyone to talk to about it. Well, that's one of the things about being an only child. Your mum's your best mate, so and she's the one with the problem. You're stuck. Listen, you'll have time for a coffee when you finish in the jacuzzi. I'll need one. Okay, we'll give them a knock in the office when you're finished. I'll treat you. See you later. Stay here.
There's no way they'll leave the computer room up. They might have. Anyway, how else are we going to set up our Disciples of Shad website? We don't even know a password to run the software, though. We will, because none of the teachers know the password. They write it on the back of the monitors. It's the shape of the cross. It's the robes of Shad.
I was doing okay until they closed the cell door on me last night. That made me feel like puking.
So how come you went back to the close? I mean, I thought you'd have gone to Ireland.
I tried. There was too many busies. I lost my bottle.
Bet you wish you'd gone now. So, are the screws giving you a hard time for doing a runner on them?
They don't seem that bothered. They know I'll be charged for absconding anyway. That means the courts will be punishing me. Screws don't have to bother.
So they're still going to do you for absconding even when you get off the rape charge?
That's what my brief reckons, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I wish I'd been here for this weekend. It would have been good to see you out of this place for a change.
So where did you get off to?
Oh, I just had someone to see about something.
But you're not going to tell me who or what?
I have the right to remain silent.
Well, just as long as you haven't been up down to Niffy.
Was if. Hey, do you think they've dug the drains up on the close looking for new evidence? Well, they'll be after you for a DNA sample soon.
Already been and done it, mate. I was first on the list.
Oh, it should have been that Harvey first on the list, not you.
Do you think they can prosecute on the grounds of this DNA stuff?
Well, I hope so. I mean, after what that creep put you through, I'd love to see the look on his face when they lock him up and throw away the key.
You can't leave them like that, it's rude. There you go. Hang on. Don't they make a lovely couple?
Well, can I leave her a message then, please? My name's Katrina. I should have been in this morning for a photo shoot.
Katrina?
That's right. My modelling portfolio.
Katrina, are you there?
Can you tell her I'm really sorry? And my boss made me stay at work. Thanks.
Katrina? Can you come now, please? I've got a very important business call on my mobile. I've said I'm coming.
I was wondering if I could come over to see you. Later on, then.
I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday. I'll tell you what, give me a call if you manage to get her out of the house. See ya. Who's that screaming?
What's happened?
I just came in and found him lying on the floor in hysterics.
Well, that's why I shouted down to you, so he wouldn't be left on his own.
I came up as quick as I could. You left the sides down on the cot.
Me?
You must have, that's how he's fallen out.
Oh, come on, as if I'd leave him to come to any harm. Harry, you all right, then? What's she done to you?
Me? What have I done?
I think it's about time you went, don't you?
You mean to me appointments?
Just go. I'll look after Harry.
There's no point. I've had to cancel it. I was so late.
Just go. I don't want you touching Harry or Emma. Just go.
So, was your 5 minutes of freedom worth all the hassle?
I don't know. I just hoped that when I got out, everything would be, well, okay. It was desperate seeing the whole family at each other's throats.
What do you mean?
I suppose you had to be there. I tell you, you would have learnt a few things. Like why my old fella hit the bottle so hard for so many years.
It'd have to be some story.
It is. It's no wonder he's messed up. He's been burned up with guilt for years. When his little sister got pregnant, he made her have an abortion.
Auntie Rose?
When she was 15, yeah. But the backstreet quack messed it up, and that was her last chance of carrying a baby. Which is where I come in. When my ma fell pregnant with me, good old Joey saw a way out for his conscience.
Well, what did he do?
He sorted it out, didn't he? By pretending to me ma that the shame would be too big for her to live with. And the innocent baby, me, wee Luke, was handed to poor Rose and Don, the childless couple. And sick or stupid or what, your Uncle Don didn't even know she'd had an abortion till now.
And my dad admits all this.
Now you know why he drank for so many years. To drown out all the guilt he was hiding.
Because he could never forgive himself.
Because he hated himself for what he'd done to his sister and his wife.
So, how did you leave things with him?
I've got nothing to say to him anymore. And you can tell him that from me. I don't want him coming here, okay? Oh, no way.
It's too busy. We'll just have to wait for some cars to go.
Then what?
We go over, we get me old fella's key.
You mean you will? You're the one who locked us out.
Yeah, but there's no pockets in these things, is there?
We could have left our kecks on.
It wouldn't be a trial then.
This is a trial.
What do we look like? We don't look like anything. We are the disciples of Shad. We're your over pride, Brother Bosco.
I've got no choice, unless I want to flash me boxies all over the show. What's that look for?
What look?
That look. I know that look. You're planning something else.
I should be wearing that robe.
And what am I supposed to wear?
This?
Behave. I'm not walking around like a giant's advertisement for the Red Cross or a Swiss Army knife.
And you expect me, your chief druid, to do that?
I expect you not to be soft enough to lock us out the house.
Lighten up, will you? It's only having a laugh. Just think what our Luke's going through. All you've got to worry about is getting caught in a fancy dress outfit.
That we nicked from school.
But life is a short, unpredictable and lonely journey, my brother. And pleasure should be savoured as and when it's presented.
You what?
All we've had in our house is big downers for months. I just want to have a laugh every now and then.
Come on, let's go and get that key.
The key of life.
Lead on.
Can I have it open?
All right.
So I'll be in the office, okay?
Yeah, you gonna be back late?
Oh, why? What did you see? It won't be on the table.
No, I was just asking. Oh, and good luck with the job, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I'll phone if I'm going to be really late. See ya.
Yeah.
Oh! Top of the old nerve tonic there, cheers, mate. I've just started getting used to the Spanish flu comes tomorrow. You!
So I've been at the bar for ages.
Oh, it is now.
Where have you been?
Bit of last-minute refreshments. Here, Kyles. Here, help yourselves.
Dad, shouldn't we be checking in by now?
Oh, don't be panicking. They're not going to go without us, are they? Come on, I've got you a bevy. Help yourselves. Got us a large one each. Help the journey fly by, won't it? It's a good one, isn't it? Fly by.
Oh, no,
having a drink. I'm terrified enough as it is. I want to be in complete control of my senses when I'm in that plane. What happens if we have to evacuate down them slide things or something?
That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it, Carl? Come on, get it down you.
I said no.
Well, suit yourself, go to a good home. Linz, help yourself.
Dad, I don't want a drink. I wouldn't mind a dilemma or something.
Oh, go on, get it down your neck.
I don't want it.
Please yourself. Keep this one company.
Shouldn't we be checking the bags in?
Good idea. You take them over and I'll take the empties back.
Dad?
Oh, it won't be a minute. I'm just going to get myself another little thirst quencher and I'll be with you.
We're going to have to pour him onto the plane at this rate.
I just wanted to come over and say sorry about yesterday. It didn't exactly turn out the way it could have done, the way we have in the past.
Well, that seems a long time ago now.
You okay?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm just a bit worried about Harry. Fell out of his cot this morning, didn't you? Had a bit of a bump.
He looks okay.
Well, I'm just giving a bit of extra TLC.
That's something we all need. Anyway, I only came over to say me piece instead of sitting at home going over things in my head. Not that I've had much peace over there. I've had Maggie going on at me all morning about this new job she's after. She'll be off to Brussels as if we didn't have enough problems at home. I mean, I know she can do the job. It won't take her 5 minutes. She'll forget all about her family. I think he could do without at the state she's in.
Greg, do you have to keep going on and on? I'm trying to settle Harry here.
Sorry.
Hey, but you're looking forward to your Ruth coming to stay.
Yeah, a bit nervous as well, you know.
Oh, were you bound to be?
I want to take her to the seaside for a couple of days, don't spend a few bob on her.
Yeah, well, don't go spoiling her.
I want to, though. I want to make sure she really remembers me this time, you know, for when she goes back home to Mandy's.
She'll need presents to remember you.
Well, to remind her of me then. I want her dead keen to come back to stay again, and she's not going to want to do that if she hasn't had a good time, is she?
Hey, all she'll want is loads of love.
She got plenty of love, all right. I've been saving it up since the last time I saw her. Ta-da, yeah?
To you. Black coffee, please. But you know the way it can, your imagination runs wild. It does, yeah. It was the same with my dad. When I first heard he has a heart attack, I just thought that was it, he'd be gone. And he's still going strong, isn't he? I know. And he was well out of order for saying what he said to you. Your mum is fine. It's my dad that isn't. I know. You just panic though, don't you? Yeah, well, that's only natural. And I always think the worst, you know, after losing my dad. Don't know what I'd do if anything happened to me mum. Being left all on my own. Hey, nothing's gonna happen to your mum. And anyway, you're part of a new family now. I might only be your half-sister, but I'm still here for you. Thanks. Right, shall I order some food? Thanks, sis. Look, I'm really sorry about this morning.
Yeah, well, it was very unprofessional.
I had no idea you were there.
Obviously.
You all right? Fine.
Because if you're going to carry on talking out of school, I'd have serious doubts about keeping you on.
I can see that. I'm sorry. Is everything all right? Yeah, I think so. Look, is it okay if I go and say hello to Ryan?
It's fine by me. It's your lunch hour.
You're not gonna sack her, are you?
Well, only thanks to you and the favour you're about to do me in return.
Go on, then. What?
Well, in your capacity as the local property magnate, do you remember my good friend and colleague who was in need of a flat?
Oh, you mean your mate Alan the doctor?
Well, I thought if anyone could help out, you could. Now, Katie tells me you've got a property vacant. A flat above the shops?
Oh, so Katie's good for something, then?
Gossip, yeah. So how about this vacant flat?
Well, I could probably arrange something, as long as it keeps Katie in her job.
Well, tell him to get in touch.
I was really knocked, you stood me up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Honestly.
I waited ages.
Look, I had no choice.
So where'd you disappear off to?
If I could tell you that, I would. Hey, do you hear that our Luke gave himself up to the police?
I did, yeah. Everyone's saying he was hiding on the close.
He was. He was at our house. I've just come from visiting him.
How was he?
Well, he seems okay. I mean, apart from being back behind bars. Anyway, where's me welcome home kiss?
You've got a cheek.
Well, I thought we could kiss and make up.
Yeah, go on then. Anything to wind Nathan up. Are you sure you're all right?
I'm fine.
Look at the state of your father. I know. Never felt so ashamed. He's absolutely legless.
Hey, Jackie. Over here, kid. Give us a pull-up, will you?
Give him a pull-up in a minute.
Jackie, over here.
What the hell are you playing at? Everybody else is on the plane. They're only waiting for us.
Yeah, that's because we're VIPs, isn't it? Very important persons.
It's not. It's because you're off your stupid face. Now get on your feet and get on that plane.
Check your tried standing up. I think they must have washed the floor or something to keep going all over the place.
OK, I'll be with you in a sec, I promise. Mom?
Jack?
I'm not going to let my dad on the plane. You what? They said he's got no chance because of all this air raid stuff. They're not going to take the risk. Look at him. Typical. The number of things he's ruined for me in my life, and now he's trying to wreck my holiday of a lifetime. Well, he won't have meant it. It's just the drink that's got to him. Yeah. Well, he can stay here and stew in it. Come on, kids, we're going on our holidays. Mom. Looks like Big Bear's going to get his own seat after all. Could fight William for it.
No. Jackie! They won't let me come with you.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Jimmy Corkill.
Jackie, you can't go without me. Jackie, don't leave me here. Jackie! Jackie!
When it comes to holiday clothes, two sarongs don't make a right. So what should you wear on your hols? She's Gotta Have It packs the suitcases in sunny Birmingham, next on 4.
Hey, don't be driving around here like some nutter. What if there was a kid in the road?
All right, sorry.
Hey, look! Oh, chill out, mate. It's a pity you didn't waste his car, though.
Hey, hope that wasn't you two blasting the horn.
No, it was just that Pillock Musgrove.
Well, the busy's finished with that, have they?
Yeah, they filled it in. You can give us an hand if you like.
Not today. I've got a date with a special little lady.
He says miracles don't happen, eh?
You saw about his little girl, Ruth. She's coming up from Bristol today.
She'll be on the train right now.
Is she staying at ours?
No, she's staying with Rachel. Anyway, see you, lads. Excuse me.
Come on, Dundee, let's get to it.
You sure you know how to fit it all in?
No probs. They'll be able to hear us coming from Upper Parley Street.
Ryan. Where have you been?
Out in the cab.
Yeah, Matt told me you were back, but it's the first I've seen of you.
Well, I've been working.
What about Carlisle? What were you doing up there? How's your friend?
Fine, Mum. Everything's fine.
I was beginning to wonder where you got to.
Oh, you think I've been away for months?
But you...
Mum, will you just leave it? Please.
I was going to make some dinner. Do you want some?
Will my dad be back for some?
No.
Go on, then.
We were both worried about you, you know.
Well, there was no need. My dad's worried about me losing money on the taxis for a couple of days. Here. That should cover it.
Where did you get that?
I earned it.
Why did you go away, Ryan? I hope you haven't done anything...
Mum! I didn't rob any banks, and I'm not dealing drugs. I earned this carting drunks around till 4 o'clock this morning. No, take it.
Thanks, love.
I would have given it to me dad, but after what's happened... Our Luke hiding out here. All that business about me Auntie Rose's abortion and then fostering Luke.
How did you find out?
Luke told me.
What's going on? Have you been deported or something?
Worse than that. Jackie and the rest of them have gone off without me.
You what?
I got blinded at the airport. They wouldn't let me on the plane. I can't believe she'd just go off without me like that.
God, Jimmy, why?
Look, I didn't mean to get paralytic. You know me, Sinbad. I am terrified of flying. I just had a few bevies. Give myself a bit of Dutch courage. Do you know she didn't even think twice about leaving me behind?
I don't blame her. She's been looking forward to this holiday for months. I mean, were you too tied up in all this school millennium stuff to even realise this?
Aye, it's not stuff. It's important. The acting head asked me to do it. And don't forget, Sinbad, I am still on my probationary year. I have got to keep that job.
Yeah, you've got to keep Jackie and all, haven't you? Have you phoned her?
No, I haven't. I haven't got a telephone number for that place in Majorca.
Well, has she phoned you?
No, not.
Well, if I were you, mate, I'd be on the next plane out there.
And don't you think I'd thought of that? I can't afford nearly 300 quid for a scheduled flight.
What, 300 quid? That much?
That much. So I've got no choice, have I? I'll have to stick it out on my own.
Well, you just better hope that she's enjoyed herself out there enough to forgive you.
Aye, aye. So is this what legal secretaries get up to then? Your mate Nathan's taking a day off and I'm not in college. Carlton's holding the fort.
Do you know what? I reckon I'm definitely in the wrong job.
That's what your dad and Anthea just said.
Oh, no, they missed them. I wanted to wish Auntie good luck at the hospital.
Should be fine. Oh, fingers crossed, eh? So the doctor moved in, yeah?
Hiya. Hiya. I've just called over to show him round.
Oh, God, no.
I thought your lunch break finished half an hour ago.
I ran out of coffee. I was just going to go and get some.
Sorry we're a bit late.
Oh, it's no problem.
I'm sure you can manage without coffee, but I need those affidavits for the Jenkins case printed up first thing tomorrow. Have they been near a word processor yet?
I was just about to start.
He never lightens up, does he? Well, the sooner the better.
I'm on my way.
Okay, Nathan, let's start playing power games and get moved in. I've got an evening surgery.
Will I need to get another key made?
Sorry?
Well, we'll both need a key, won't we?
But...
Hasn't he told you? He's unbelievable. We've both been evicted from the old place.
So it was the easy way out for him.
My God, Ryan, it was anything but easy.
It was for him. No, just giving up a baby like that and easing his own conscience while he was at it. But you didn't know that bit about me Auntie Rose getting rid of her baby, did you?
No. No, but I do understand why.
It still seems like some sort of cop-out for me dad.
You had to be there at the time to understand, Ryan. Your dad, he was too immature to cope with the responsibility. I certainly was.
I wouldn't give up a baby, whatever the circumstances.
No, well, you wouldn't know unless it happened to you, love.
So why didn't you give me up then? I mean, I'm only a couple of years younger than our Luke. Why wasn't I left for Auntie Rose to bring up?
We were older then. A wee bit more on top of everything. We both had work. Just enough money to get married when you were on the way.
Well, why didn't you get married when you had our Luke?
Things were different, Ryan. Like I said, we were nothing but a couple of kids.
Yeah, but when you did get married, why didn't you bring our Luke back?
He'd been with her for 2 years. How could I take a toddler away from the woman he thought was his mother? I couldn't do it.
Did me dad stop you?
No, he didn't. I didn't take him back because I didn't think it was right.
No kid should have to be without his mother and father. I mean, that's not right either.
No, I know that, Ryan, but at the time we had no choice. Please try and understand.
You know, a year or so ago, I felt like I was really getting there. You know, do my shifts in the chippy, then go home to study, but everything seemed to have a point. I knew what I was working towards.
So did I till Ron Dixon blew me sky high.
Since I got away with the drug stuff, it's just been constant pressure. I feel like Howard is testing me with all these Millennium projects, really putting me through it. You know, and if I fail, well, that'll be me out on my ear. All that work will have gone for nothing.
Wouldn't find Ron Dixon talking like this, would you?
Hey?
Look at him. He's wrecked my business. Now he's got my old shop and he's making a mint. Mate, he's even got a new daughter and a new woman. I mean, how come he can bounce back and I can't?
I don't give a toss about Ron Dixon. I want to know where I'm going, what my future is.
Are you going to get a plane to Mallorca, then?
I can't do that. I won't last through to my next paycheck if I lash out on something like that. If I've still got a job by then.
I thought technology was supposed to be getting smaller and lighter.
Stop whining, Roebuck. It wasn't my idea to get us evicted.
You were first out the window.
Second, actually, although you were too hammered to notice. There, put it there.
So, why were you evicted?
I just need to pop downstairs for a minute.
Not acting our age was the official diagnosis. One of the other tenants reported me to the property managers for abseiling down the side of the building.
What, on ropes and that?
It's just a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Nathan's tried to fight them off, you know, legally, but, well, they've got us nailed in the small print.
What, like the tenant shouldn't do anything that might kill themselves or other people?
Something like that.
Well, I hope you're not planning on doing anything like that around here.
No worries. Not with that glass canopy outside.
Harry, not again.
You need changing, love.
I'll do it in a minute.
No, you carry on. I'll see to it.
It's all right.
Oh, it's no bother. You've got enough to do. Oh.
Have the police told Nick any more about these DNA tests?
Not that I know of. Ooh. Oh, my God. Poor little soul. Have you seen these bruises? How did he get these?
He fell out of the cot when the sides were down.
Does Susanna know?
Of course she does. She was there when it happened.
Oh, love. You'll have to be more careful.
It was Susanna's fault. She left him on his own. She knows it was her fault by the way she reacted. You think I'd have done it to him on purpose?
Better than this crap.
What do you know about good music?
Yeah, it's good, this. It only come out the other week.
It's garbage. And I'll tell you what, if you're going to listen to music outside, I'll go and get you something decent.
What? Like pop music?
One of your old fellas country and western golden oldies.
How you turn that down?
It's not loud.
Wait until this is rigged up. That'll be loud.
Just turn it down, will you, Jerome? What's going on? What's happening? Does your mate know what you're doing to his car?
It's Jerome's car now.
You what?
That's right. Decided to buy it.
And where'd you get the money from? That's got to be worth at least £3 and God knows what that adds up to.
My dad left me £7 I've decided to spend some of that.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Dad, it's true, honest.
Yeah, listen to this.
Well, how come your man never mentioned it then?
Because it's none of your business.
I think you're lying. If your dad left you money, then Bonnie would have mentioned it.
Dad, he's not lying.
Well, we'll soon see about that. I'm going to go and phone her.
You can't. She's in work. Don't let her take calls.
There's no use trying to fob me off, Jerome. Now get this off the drive.
But it's mine.
So I can get mine out. I'm going to go and see your mother. Check up on what you're telling me.
Here we are, back at last.
It's not very big.
It's big enough for you.
Yeah, let me have it.
Have you seen what's over there? That's your Auntie Jackie's place, that, and she's got a lovely big swimming pool.
Can I go in it?
Oh, we'll have to ask her, won't we?
Hey, Rich. Where's my little girl?
God, Sim, we've only just got out the taxi.
Oh, well, I couldn't wait to see her. Like, come on, come to your dad.
Give your daddy a big hug.
I don't want to. Can we go swimming?
Yeah, of course we can.
Oh, she must be tired after the train journey.
Yeah, I think she is a bit, yeah. I'm just gonna have to go to the loo.
Say hello to Sinbad.
Hey, Dad, if you don't mind. Hey, come on, you're going to tell me about the train?
She probably just needs to settle in a bit first.
I hardly see her.
Well, isn't that the problem?
Can you help me, Mike?
Yeah, of course I can. Come here.
See, I told you it wouldn't fit. These flats weren't exactly designed for monstrosities like that.
This is not a monstrosity. It is part of our shared heritage.
The stories it can tell and all that.
Yeah, thank God it can't.
Like what?
Oh, on second thoughts, it's probably better if I don't know, actually.
I think that's a good idea. I wish I didn't know some of it.
Well, I hope that it's all in the past, because I've got to think of me and the other tenants, you know. I live next door, and I don't want you guys turning into the neighbours from hell, OK? I mean it.
OK.
Look, this won't go through.
Well, if you do this. Hello. Is this it?
Well, it is only temporary.
Well, it's done.
Well, we'll soon get it knocked into shape.
You can only do that by knocking it down and starting again. Those will have to go. And that. And who are you? I could ask you the same question.
Yeah, and the answer would be, our new landlord, landlady.
Oh, so you must be responsible for all this hideous design. Oh, well, I'm awfully sorry that you don't like it, but what's it to you anyway?
Well, Vic is our flatmate.
Oh, is she now? Well, not unless I say so. And will you?
Look, it'll be fine. Honestly, we're all still a bit tense after being evicted, aren't we, Vic?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, OK. I hate the place myself, actually, so whatever you want to do is fine, as long as you pay for it and you tell me well in advance, OK? OK.
Right, Jackie Dixon meet Victoria Wilcox.
Victoria Seagram again, actually. How'd you do? Oh, yeah.
You don't mind if I take you down to Bar Brookie to meet the girls, do you?
Mike said I can have a banana split.
Yeah.
Sinbad?
No, you go. Enjoy yourself.
Right, I'll see you later.
She can walk, you know.
No, I want Mike to carry me.
She knows what she wants, doesn't she?
Bye, Ruthie. She doesn't know me. Can't believe she just forget me since Christmas.
Oh, don't get upset.
No wonder your mum didn't want me to mind it. She must have known what it'd be like.
It'll only take a few days and then she'll soon remember who you are.
Should have made more of an effort to keep in touch. With your mum and Brian deciding to get married.
Well, Mum and Brian still want you to see her. There's no need to worry about that.
I know. I was just looking forward to today.
You'll just have to give her time.
That's what Mike said. She seems to be getting on all right with him, doesn't she?
Oh, no, I don't want Mike taking up all the time. And you can come round here any time you want.
Can I?
You big soft thing, of course you can. Doesn't matter that my mum's getting married again. Ruth will always be your daughter. You won't ever lose her.
Thanks, Rach.
Do you want me to save you some tea?
Yes, please. I'll be home about 9:30 before we get busy with the pubs.
Right. You know, your dad will be home by then. Ryan, would you do something for me?
What?
Try and get on with each other a wee bit better.
I'll try.
I don't know what I would have done without you at home these past few months. I don't want you to go leaving the country again, Ryan.
Mum, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, but for how long? You've already gone missing for a few days. You know, if it wasn't for Luke up on this charge in prison, I probably wouldn't have seen your feet for dust.
No, Mum, you're wrong. When I went, I was running away from my responsibilities, you know, like I reckon me dad is over our Luke. But I won't be going again.
Never? Even if Luke...
No.
Well, why?
I can't tell you. It's just something I've decided, that's all. Look, I'll see you later. All right.
Okay.
And, how did Mark take the news of your maiden name?
Unusual. Week of whinging and whining. Wait. There. Yeah, it won't look so hideous from the door.
Nor will we be able to see the telly.
Oh, who has time for that? Right, I've got to get back. Don't you dare move that.
Would I dare?
And don't go rummaging through my underwear.
Not unless you're in it.
Are you sure you don't want a coffee? Oh, I'd love one, but I've got a presentation in Deansgate at 4. So. Nath, can you do me a huge favour?
What?
You get the rest of my stuff up from the car. It's not much. I really do have to fly.
Lead the way.
Ta. Oh, I guess you'll need my bank details for the rent and everything. Yes, please.
Oh, yeah, I can see to all that.
Oh, cheers, Nath. Ciao, Doc. Jackie. Bye. Is she always like that?
No. She seemed a bit subdued today.
Well, it's hate to meet her when I've got a hangover.
Well, you'll get used to her. In time.
Oh, hang on.
Jason, love.
Gina okay? You sure she hasn't taken on too much minding two babies?
Susanna's the problem, not the kids.
Little Harry fell out of his cot, you know. He's got some rotten bruises.
Yeah, that was Susanna's fault, Katina told me.
It's not like minding your own babies, you know. She's under a lot of pressure.
What are you trying to get at now? Are you saying that she hit him?
Oh, God, no. I'm just saying she's under a lot of pressure for a young girl. And... oh, she might have got a bit careless.
No way. She's not some airhead bimbo kind of au pair that you've read about in the papers. No. She's a properly trained nursery nurse.
I know that. I'm just saying... I think I've said enough. I better be off.
Here you go.
So...
what do you not have to say?
Nothing really.
Right.
So what else are you doing to the motor?
Well, I've got a mate who can bang down the suspension, lower it, and then it'll really stick to them corners.
Jerome?
So did she tell you that I wasn't lying then?
You weren't exactly telling me the truth, though, were you? Your dad left you that money to pay for college, not for mobile phones and cars. What the hell do you think you're playing at?
It's got nothing to do with you.
I left your mum in tears over this. Your dad worked hard to leave you that money, and how do you repay him? By spending your big chance in life on rubbish that won't last 5 minutes.
It might be rubbish to you, but it's not to me, OK?
It's his money, Dad. He can spend
You
it.
stay out of this, Leo.
Why can't you just leave him alone, eh? You thought he was selling drugs to buy all this. Now you know it's honest money. Isn't that good enough for you, eh? Can't you just let him spend his money how he likes?
He's let his family down.
You're not my family, and you're not my dad.
I never even saw Jerome when we were kids. You kept us away from him, and now you're just making a fool of yourself trying to act like the big family man.
All right, Jerome. You're right. I'm not your dad. But I'm old enough to know that your dad wanted the best that he could provide for you. Who else in your family ever went to college, eh? Your dad had to slug it out with night school and correspondence classes to educate himself. Can't you understand him wanting you to do better than he did?
He's dead. It doesn't matter now.
You can't force him to go.
I can advise him, though. Jerome, all I'm saying is think again. Think about going to college. Think about your future.
You don't know me, so I don't need your advice.
You don't, Dad?
I know what's best for him in the long run. I know enough and I've seen enough to know what's best for him.
How can you know him when you don't even know me?
You what?
All this. It's about money and education and stuff like that. I done crap at school, but all you done for me was get Jimmy Corkle to come over and teach me some maths. You never said anything about me going to college. You never sent me to private school like our Gemma. You never even asked me if we wanted to change schools. All you had down for me was cheap labour in your chippy. Come on, Jerome, I can't take any more of this.
So, how is your little girl, Amy? Where is she?
She's all right. She's staying at Rachel's at the moment. We don't will a bit crowded and that.
Miss our wills already. You sure about that, Pete?
Yeah, I'm sure, Jim. Thanks.
I suppose I should be getting on with the millennium stuff. Might look good if I went back to school on Monday.
Well, you've got special holiday leave, haven't you?
Yeah, I know, but I'm fed up here on my own. I might as well go back. Might get myself a few extra brownie points with the head.
I'll see you later, Jim.
See you later, mate.
I don't know where you're going to keep all this junk.
Don't let Nathan hear you call it that. It's part of his Action Man collection and the instruments of our eviction.
So, did you really abseil down your apartment block?
What was it Vic said? It seemed a good idea at the time.
It makes a known cheesy being involved.
Look, I'm sorry about it being a surprise that Nathan and Vic were moving in. I thought Nathan would have told you the full score.
It's just that it's a bit small for three.
Well, Vic's only temporary, at least as far as I know.
Is she your girlfriend?
God, no.
Oh, only I thought.
No, Vic's married, although she wishes that she wasn't. And she left her husband a few weeks ago and moved in with us. Back in with us. They split up more than once.
Oh, right, so from Wilcox back to Seagram.
Only it's not that convenient because she and the husband lived in Didsbury and she works in Manchester.
The Dream Factory?
No. Oh, no, that's Vic's name for it. It's called World Wide Web Weavers. She's a website designer.
Oh, right.
And your next question is she going out with Nath?
Well, no, but...
As I mentioned it?
Yeah, go on.
No.
They shared a house together in Alton when they were at uni, but it was completely platonic, always has been. Then I started medical school and moved in with them.
Right.
And just friends. And we've been together for, well, ever, it seems. Look, I've got to get myself into gear to go heal the nation's sick. I've got evening surgery.
Right, yeah, well, I better go myself. Shall we?
What, the underwear?
No, move the sofa.
No.
Scaresy cat.
Yeah, true.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Right, back to work. All right, Katie.
Oh, yeah? So what's it like being Uncle Mike, then?
Love it.
Maybe people change, eh, Rach?
Right, I'll just look in on Ruth.
I'll do it.
No, I'm not going to wake it up.
Hey, Rach, if he wants to do it, you should let him. Just make sure he doesn't do all the easy bits, eh? You okay? You tired? I keep being sick.
She's out like a light. I'll see you later, guys.
Keep being sick? Do you mean you... I think I might be pregnant. Does Mike know? Well, being pregnant, that's good news, isn't it? I don't know. I really don't know.
Chandler's got a third nipple. Joey's done a dodgy movie, but what's his secret? Find out next in Friends.
You okay? You seem a bit quiet.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just thinking about what I need to get in town.
You sure? You've hardly said a word since we woke up.
I'm fine, all right.
Okay. Right. Have a nice time in town and I'll see you later, okay?
I will.
Give your Uncle Mike a big kiss.
Come on, Ruth. Taximan's waiting. See you.
Yeah, see you.
Wash your head.
Bye.
Hello, love.
Hiya.
Oh, look at them. Lovely as ever. How's little Harry? Have his bruises gone down?
He's fine.
How about you? You look a bit tired.
So would you be stuck in night after night with these two? See ya.
Hiya. Settled in okay?
Yeah, there's the third sardine in the tin.
Listen, I was just gonna have a coffee. Do you fancy one?
Oh, I would, but I've got a deadline to meet.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe another time then.
Well, look, how about getting together for a drink later on?
Oh, great. Yeah.
Nathan said he'd meet me in the cafe bar around 5. Join us if you like. See you later.
See ya.
Hi, how's things?
Oh, great then. Victoria's just asked me to come over for a drink later.
Good. It's nice to see you two getting along.
With you around 5, she said.
Great. See you later.
See you later. Have you seen your Jackie?
No, I haven't seen it, Katie. Hey, how was your weekend with your mum?
Oh, great. Till I got back. What you doing letting Cuddington move into the flat? I only found out this morning.
Ask yourself.
Ask me what? You could have told me you were letting Nathan move in next door but one. I mean, what a rotten thing to do. I have to see him all day and now he's going to be in my face for the rest of the time. Hey, hang on a minute. It was a big surprise to me and all. I let the flat to Dad and Ro, but I didn't know he was going to be bringing Nathan and Victoria and all. Nice surprise for you, though, eh? Not too far from to go back to his own bed. Just thank God Mum's asked me to go to Spain with her. This will be a break from him. When are you going? 2 weeks from today. I'm just glad I said yet now.
Oh, come on, Katie, it's not that bad. They could have been right next door. And anyway, it'll be all Mike and Rachel to be hassling for cups of sugar.
Yeah, I'll just hope the baby gives Nate plenty of sleepless nights.
What baby? Ruth's hardly a baby.
I'm not talking about Ruth. It's Rachel.
What? She's not pregnant, is she?
And Mike doesn't know.
Jane? Hi.
I thought you'd wangled special leave to go on holiday.
Bit of a change of plan there. Far too busy with Millennium projects to be bothering with that. Listen, you don't fancy getting involved in our tapestry project, do you?
I don't think so. Why take on all the extra hassle just to see it vandalised?
Hey?
Come and look at this. Look. It's not funny, Jimmy. 3 authentic costumes on loan for the museum service have been stolen. The head's going bananas. I don't know why I bother sometimes. It took me ages to put all this together.
That's because you were working alone. Now, if you were with us on the tapestry, you'd be part of a team.
Oh, yeah? I haven't seen any hordes of volunteers yet.
Come on, Jane. The pressure's really on me to make this happen. Can't you just spare a couple of minutes just to talk about it? No obligation, of course. Please?
But she must have said more.
She didn't. She wouldn't talk about it. She was just as upset.
Yeah, probably because she's only 20 and up the duff.
Well, it definitely wasn't planned.
Poor H. Wonder what she's gonna do.
First thing she needs to do is tell Mike. I'll see you later.
See ya.
No. I was thinking of making it a community project.
So, what did you have in mind? Stringing it between the lampposts on Manor Park Avenue and waiting for the yobs to torch it? Or steal it like my costumes?
Come on, Jane.
I haven't got a clue what we can do, and I don't think I can spare the time.
Well, that's where I can help. Take a look at this. I was up till 2:30 this morning getting that sorted.
The first Ford Anglia off the production line at Ford's held. The Beatles. The Liverbird starts on telly. This is ridiculous. It's like some Scouse history of the 1960s.
I know, the kids can identify with all of that. This is their history.
It's corny and it's parochial. If the millennium was an hour, everything you've got on that list would fit into the last nanosecond. You're a history teacher with a degree in history. Isn't your subject supposed to be about putting the present in perspective via an understanding of the past?
Yeah, but...
We're supposed to be educating the kids in this place. I don't quite see how the fact that Everton won the FA Cup in 1966 was any big deal in the last 1,000 years. If you go ahead with stuff like this, the tapestry's going to end up as worthless and stupid as the Millennium Dome. Anyway, I've got to get on. I've got 3 missing costumes to explain.
So how's your Luke?
You know, still down. Has Carlton heard anything about the DNA test?
I don't know. Anyway, how about you? How are you?
I've been flogging me guts out on the taxis. I thought I'd take a few hours off.
Well, aren't you lucky? It's actually the afternoon after Roberta College.
Well, it couldn't have worked out any better then, could it?
Is Susanna going soft on you? She doesn't usually let you off in the afternoons.
She just nipped in to feed Emma. I needed a break. I am fed up of living next door with 2 kids.
Let's go into meeting. You'll soon forget about like that.
No.
And why'd you call me away from school then?
Not so you could drag me into bed. Just wanted a bit of company. I've hardly seen you lately.
Well, you're seeing me now, aren't you?
Oh, God, those kids taking over my life. Both our lives, not even ours.
Oh, don't be soft.
That's what it feels like.
Well, perhaps you've taken on a bit too much, looking after 2 kids.
And Susanna.
I mean, I thought you were struggling.
Why? What you been saying?
Nothing, really.
I want to know.
She's just worried that you're having a hard time, that's all.
And what made her say that?
Well, just that stuff about Harry falling out of his cot.
That was Susanna's fault, not mine. What did your nan say?
Well, she was just saying that, you know, it might be a bit too much for you looking after 2 kids and, well, you might have got a bit careless.
How did she know?
Jean, what are you doing?
I'm going.
Look, don't go.
I thought your nan was a mate. I can't believe she's been slagging me off.
Oh, hey, look at all that bread. Do you think there's going to be enough for the ducks?
Yeah. You be a good girl for your daddy and I'll see you at tea time.
She's going to be fine with me, aren't you, Ruthie?
Yeah. Let's fasten that lace.
Oh.
Are you alright?
I've never felt better, Rach.
Mike, do you fancy going out for a meal on Friday? My treat.
Well, have I ever turned down a fleece gram?
I thought it'd be nice for Megan, you know. She's been really wound up about her mum not being well.
But Anthea's all right now, isn't she?
Yeah, well, she's got to go back to the hospital, you know, to get some laser treatment, but then she should get the all clear.
Oh, at least that's something to celebrate on Friday, then.
Yeah, well, I've asked Casey to come, so you mention it to Rachel as well.
Yeah, great.
Mike.
Yeah?
How's it going with you and Rach?
Fine. It's great having a little root to stay, just like being a family.
Yeah?
Oh, listen, by the way, I've got to shoot off in a sec. Rachel's coming in to cover, so I can look after Ruth.
Oh, talk of the devil. Hi, Jack. Hiya. So, how are you enjoying being the big sister then?
Yeah, it's fine.
Where's Ruth?
It's alright, she's gone to the park with Sinbad.
Is he having her for the rest of the day?
Well, you know he has to spend time with her. They've gone to the park to feed the ducks.
You just forked out on a video there for us to watch.
Yeah, well, it's healthier being in the park than being cooped up in a flat.
Yeah, she went out this morning.
Well, look at the weather. She don't want to be stuck inside all day.
Looks like I'm gonna have to watch this on me Todd then, don't I? Well, I don't fancy any of this. Looks like chips again.
Well, I could always make you something if you come to ours.
Lead the way.
Rach, are you all right?
Yeah? Why?
Casey told me news. I know that you're pregnant.
Hey, come on, it's all right.
Long time no see, stranger. Every time I want to speak to you, you give me the slip. Now, how about those jobs I need doing at my flat?
Oh, we're really up to our eyes in work at the moment, honest. I'm even having to work evenings and Sundays and that.
It won't take long. I'm sure you'll find it a lot more interesting than what you usually do.
I don't think we should be doing this.
I've written down my address. I'll be available at about 7 o'clock next Wednesday evening.
Look, Miss Farris, I don't think this is a good idea.
Call me Jane. And no need to bring your toolbox.
I know you don't fancy a sandwich anymore, but I thought you'd still fancy me.
I'm sorry.
What's up?
Just stuff at home, you know, stuff about Luke.
What's happened?
When he was born and being sent to Ireland, I just can't get my head round it. But you don't want to be hearing about all this.
No, I'm listening.
You're not the first girl to end up in this position, you know. I mean, I know it must be a bit of a shock getting caught like this, but... Well, what's wrong with having our Mike's baby? I mean, I'd love to be its Auntie Jackie. Oh, Rach, what's wrong? Is it the heart effect like Betsy? Worried about that? Come on, Mike's me brother and we're all your mates. We'll all be here for you, you know. Casey wasn't sure whether you wanted it or not. I mean, are you worried about, you know, getting rid of it?
No. I know this is a terrible thing to say, but it's with having Ruth to stay.
Ruth?
I know it's mad, but I keep thinking that Mike and her, they might, you know, do what my dad did to me.
No.
He wants to be with her all the time. He wants to dress her and bath her and everything.
Rach, our Mike wouldn't do anything like that. There's no way. I mean, he'd bring back hanging for men like that.
Yeah, I know that. It's just, every time I see them together, it just makes me think of what my dad did to me and Beth.
Rach, he wouldn't. I mean, have you talked to him about it?
I can't. I'm just worried that I might be like this all the time when I have my own baby. I mean, what if it's a girl? I'll never be able to stop thinking like this.
used to hate it when my dad got drunk. Couldn't wait to get out of that place.
Where did you go?
South London. It was a good job. And I wasn't at home. Some of the things we used to get up to.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
No, nothing serious, you know, just this and that. But me leaving home, well, it never needed to happen. If our Luke hadn't been handed over to my auntie, you know, if she hadn't had the abortion, then maybe my dad wouldn't have started these mad drinking binges and we might have got on better. Would have had a big brother. Things would have been different. I just feel like a bomb's gone off. I just feel like the whole of my life's just been false. There's these massive secrets and I've known nothing about them.
Things were different then, though. I mean, my mum went through hell when she got pregnant with our Sammy, she told me. I heard my dad were more or less forced to get married. I'm sure your mum and dad wouldn't have given Luke away if there was something else they could have done.
I suppose so. You know, the crazy thing is, I'm actually starting to understand me dad a bit now. And all the bad times with the drink, well, they make a bit of sense. At the time, I just thought he was some vicious loony who hated us all.
Well, I think he's lovely, just like you.
You are a loony.
Look, Rach, why don't you take an hour off and go and talk to our mate?
No, thanks.
But he needs to know about the baby and the way you feel about him and Ruth.
I just need a few days to think before I tell him.
Well, listen, don't leave it too long. He's got to know.
I just wish Katie had kept it to herself.
Hey, oh, she hasn't half grown, hasn't she? You had a nice day with your dad?
You have, haven't you? She's walked the feet off me. Been to feed the ducks. We went for a walk around Crocky Park, didn't we? Now I'm going to hand her back to Rachel and Michael.
There's always tomorrow, mate. Anyway, I better get back just in case Jackie phones.
Can you spoken to her?
Well, I managed to get a message through to the hotel, but she hasn't phoned back. I don't know if she will. Listen, do you fancy a pint later on? I'm sick of my own company.
Yeah, I'll give you a knock later on. Well, come on then, babes. Gotta go and find Rachel, haven't we? Say bye-bye to Jimmy.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
What was that?
Boss, probably. Jackie's let him and his mates move in down the corridor.
No chance of you being late for work, eh?
I know. Nightmare or what?
You know, I wish the lawyers had come up with something for our Luke's case. Like finding some incriminating evidence against that Harvey.
You know, you'd asked me about that before.
Yeah?
I'd get the sack if they knew I'd told you.
Well, don't tell anyone. Come on.
Luke's DNA doesn't match with anything off the trains. I got a letter this morning.
What about Harvey's?
You've not to tell anyone I've told you.
Look, I promise I won't. Come on.
The police have started to ask for samples of everyone at the party. Harvey's refused.
I knew it. I knew he was hiding something. He did it.
There was something else as well. It made me think he was the one. They found sketches of Nicky Shadwick in his flat.
God almighty. It must be him.
Just promise me you'll stay away from him.
Oh, hello, love. I was just dropping off some church raffle tickets, but no one's home. Do you mind telling our Greg or Margie I called?
What have you been saying about me?
Sorry, love.
Oh, don't deny it, Jessie. If you think I've done anything to Susanna's kids, say it to me face.
All I said was, I just wondered if you hadn't taken on too much minding two babies. I know it's hard work.
Oh, yeah. What about accusing me of hating little Harry?
I didn't say that.
Get in the house. That's what you think, isn't it?
I didn't mean anything like it.
Well, that's what it sounds like to me.
Come on, let's get in the house and sort this out. You're making a show of yourself.
I know she's your nan, but I'm not having her slagging me.
Come on, inside.
I've left 2 kids over there. I'm going. I know you've been good to me and helped me in that, but that doesn't give you the right to interfere, all right?
I'm sorry about that, Nan, honest.
God give me strength. You're as useless as that soft lump of a father of yours. Are you too thick to realise that I was talking to you about Katrina in confidence? Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry, Nan,
Oh,
but...
never mind, sorry. You should have used a bit of common sense.
So what was it today? Batty old women leaving all their loot to cats, or misunderstood, socially deprived smackhead burglars?
Don't mock. Whether or not my clients are batty or living on porridge, those checks from legal aid keep on winging their way to me.
Such devotion to his calling, eh?
What sort of day have you two had, then? Watching pixels on a telescreen and watching a million glasses?
Eh? My senior art director said that my revamp of the Princely site was archaic. Mr. Princely thought it was smashing.
Oh, was that the Valerie Spitzer's food?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, he's 74 and he's been on the web for 5 years.
Nothing else to report?
Mark phoned twice. It's my soon-to-be ex.
And what did he have to say?
I didn't speak to him. I got an ECM pad on the switchboard. They're screening my calls.
You know, all my life, I'm one drink behind you guys. Why?
Because you've got a vocation. We're just a pair of tarts.
And you always show up late to avoid the big rounds.
Point taken.
No, I'll get it. Call it a welcome drink, eh?
Cheers. Just a lager, please.
So, how was your day, Doc?
I'd say more period pains and piles than bad backs and bunions. You wouldn't believe where this hand's been today.
Oh, and a glass of white wine, please. Hey, why don't you come and join us and have a drink with your boss and his mates?
I'm supposed to be meeting Ryan, he's just popped down.
I heard you'd opened your big mouth.
Rach, I was worried about you, we both are.
You'll just keep out of it. Don't want anyone discussing my private business.
She can't handle it, can she? Did you manage to get any sense out of her?
No, she said she needs time. Thanks.
She made me look like some sort of amateur. Like I was some kind of inferior being. It's just rubbished all my ideas.
Well, I knew you would knack it in the end. And how can you, eh? When all your degrees are forgeries. Well, they were bound to suss you.
Trying to climb a hill covered in grease.
Doesn't pay to get above yourself.
Yeah, well, you can't beat them. Join them. I'm going to do one of them open university courses. Get myself some real qualifications. Dragging not back till Friday, so that gives me plenty of time to suss it while I'm playing home alone on my own.
You won't stick it.
At least I'm doing something about getting on with my life.
And all I want is to get to know my own daughter. We had a great time today. I've got to hand it back to Mike Dixon doing his Uncle Mike bit.
Forget it, he's only trying to get in with Rachel. What does he know about bringing up kids?
And what do I know?
More than he knows.
And I'm not going to get a chance to know either, am I, eh? If Mike Dixon keeps muscling in on my own daughter. It's funny how all my troubles go back to the Dixons.
The hell with the Dixons.
Ron's got me shop. My own daughter's staying with their Michael. I'm telling you, they are taking my life away from me bit by bit.
Rubbish.
You don't know what it feels like.
No, there's a woman in her curlers. It's the best. Wondering why you were laughing outside a window. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Spare me.
Hello, Victoria.
Mark, how did you find me?
Easy. Look for Tweedledum or Tweedledee and I'm bound to find you.
I left a message on your voicemail.
I couldn't access it. I've lost the remote. I want to see you. In private.
He's the husband.
I hear you've got something to hide. Gillenburn, my brother's banged up and you're refusing to give a DNA sample to the coppers. You're guilty, aren't you? You raped Nicky, didn't you?
No, and I'm not giving a sample because I didn't do it.
You're lying!
No, your brother did it, and that's why he's banged up.
Do you think she'll be all right?
Yeah, they do this all the time.
Usually when he's been working away and she gets a little space to think.
Well, how do you think I take it? 26 hours on a plane, I get home and find you've moved out. How long are you going to keep it up for this time? Another week, a month?
Well, how about forever?
Come on, Vicky Bell.
Don't call me that.
It's ridiculous. We've been married 3 years. This is the 3rd time you've upped and left. And what have I done this time?
What's the point? You never do anything.
Oh, right. You mean like abseiling down buildings like Batman and Robin over there?
No, I don't mean like that. It was just a laugh.
Unlike life with me. Oh, no, I'm just a laughing stock, right?
This isn't going anywhere.
No, and neither am I until you come home with me.
Well, I'm not, okay?
Wait! Normal people talk things through at home. I'll listen to whatever you have to say, but just come home with me, please.
I think you better go, Mark. You're making a scene.
Keep out of this, counsellor. Just come home with me and we can talk it all through.
There's nothing to talk about. It's all finished.
Mark, this isn't the time. Look at you, you're jet-lagged, mate, you're knackered. Go home, get some rest. You can talk to Vic in the morning.
Yeah, he's right, Mark. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
Why can't you just accept what I've said?
Do you want some more? No. Then tell me the truth. Did you rape Nicky Shadwick?
No.
The truth, or you'll get it all again. Did you rape her? Tell me you did.
Yes.
Tell me.
I raped her.
Right. And that's what you'll tell the police.
Coming up next on 4, how can you minimise depreciation when you buy a new car? Driven has the answers, plus a group test of performance cars to get your pulses racing.